bad as the deadly Capitol riot was, it could have been far worse. According to a court filing on Friday, the plan was to capture and assassinate elected officials. Federal prosecutors used precisely those words to keep suspect Jacob Anthony Chansley behind bars. He was the man seen wearing a headdress and colorful face paint while rallying rioters inside the Capitol while carrying a bullhorn and a spear. It has also been learned that Vice President Mike Pence, a specific target of rioters, had not yet been evacuated from the Senate chamber when rioters began breaching the building. According to law enforcement and video footage, Pence was still in the chamber nearly 15 minutes later as the rioters forced their way through the halls of Congress. About a minute later, a Capitol policeman distracted rioters away from the chamber. According to the three people who spoke to the Washington Post on condition of anonymity, the rioters who had earlier chanted "Hang my Pence" would have caught a glimpse of the vice president being whisked away had they arrived on the scene just seconds earlier. The Secret Service declined to comment except to say Pence was secure at all times. The allegations of attempted murder and kidnapping of Pence and others is supported by strong evidence, including Chansley's own words and actions at the Capitol. According to the prosecutors, a retired Air Force reservist, Larry Randall Brock, was also arrested after he was identified as the man carrying plastic zip tie-like restraints onto the Senate floor. Brock has since been released to home confinement. AI Watkins Charles Anthony has denied his client intended to kill Pence or anyone else, describing Chansley as an ardent Trump supporter deserving of a presidential pardon. He felt like he was answering the call of our president, Watkins said on CNN Thursday night. Says, "My client wasn't violent. He didn't cross over any police lines. He didn't assault anyone. The intent to assassinate is one of the new disturbing details that have recently emerged about last week's deadly riots. Investigators are also looking into the alleged complicity of some congressional representatives and Capitol police officers. Nearly 100 people had been charged at last count. Officials expected that number to reach 300 by the end of Friday. Well, it is what it is. It has happened. It has happened. Of course, everybody saw everything. Initially, they were saying, "Oh, they were not Trump supporters. It was not Trump supporters. It was other people that wanted to jeopardize this thing." And I was not asking the questions. Are we not even hearing again? Thank God they didn't tell us it was a doctor video. So Trump was not telling those who are not his supporters to go inside. He had already called. He had been preparing. He had prepared for this. Protest 3 weeks or even a month before that day, and he was saying it was going to be wide. It's going to be wide. In all of this, wisdom would have just settled this whole thing. Wisdom. Of course, he believes that the riot or the election was stolen, and that is what he believes, and that he has that conviction, and there's nobody that is going to take it away from him. He believes that. But wisdom would have been, at the end of the day, everything just dabaru everything, just scatter everything, because of what? Impatience, because of what? Because of not applying wisdom as at well. Nobody's saying that even till tomorrow, till thy kingdom come, Trump believes that that mandate was stolen from him, and nobody's going to doubt it or going to contend that with him. That is what he believes, and you cannot convince him otherwise, because from what he has said, the court didn't want to accept. They didn't want to look into the case. They say, oh, all the evidences were not really reliable enough. That is their own opinion, but his own opinion is not really satisfied with the whole thing. But at the end of the day, just little thing like this, just can't scatter everything. When he was telling them, oh, we will go inside, so go and do what? You can protest outside, so go and do what inside? How can you expect the whole crowd to enter inside that place? What do you think will happen? Will you be able to control everybody? Even if you didn't have the intention of okay, maybe they should even injure them or to even hurt them. How would you be able to control? Or do you know you can only even your own mind, you can even control your mind what could happen in the next seconds or in the next minute? Not to talk of that thousands, if they are not up to millions of people. How would you control them? That is where, to me, that is where the mistake was made. And he was saying we will cheer some, but I'm afraid some of them will not cheer. Abi una no hear am. The person go dey talk. Where's the see through to go talk am? I don't know why people just you see, you go see something that is wrong, you go say no because you dey support person. No, it doesn't work that way. And I've said it several times. Why are you afraid of these Democrats? That what will they do? They can't do anything. They can't do anybody anything. Let them go there and try nonsense. They will seize. And my question is that they've been in government before, so the world did not collapse. They will still go there. The world will not collapse. Maybe 2024, they will see Trump might still come back, or anybody, the Republican, will still come back. That is how the life is. You have tried your best, but it will be a record that you didn't believe, or you don't even believe that you don't believe the election because you believe that the election was rigged, and that is fine. There's no cause for alarm. All of these things, nobody made it up. He just played into the hands of these people. They say, oh, they wanted to impeach him all this time. He just played into their hands, and that's just the way it is. If that protest did not come up that day, all this wouldn't have happened. And to the extent you wanted your vice president to do what? That day it was just a ceremonial, the way it's being done, it was just a ceremonial for them to just call everything out. And the man said, I'm sorry, I can't do that. What you're telling me to do, I can't do that. And that is the anger. And before then, they've been saying that the man is a traitor, that a vice president, Mike Pence, is a traitor, this and this and that. I think it's a lesson for those who are ready to learn. But those who are not ready to learn, they will continue to support what is not. Of course, you can support Trump. Nobody is totally bad. Nobody is totally good. If somebody is bad, there must be some things in that person that you see, okay, this person is good. And if the person is, the other is just vice versa. So we just have to be open-minded and see things from a different angle. Because you like somebody, even if the person is, you just say, we just have to support it. But now at the end of the day, they were saying it was a Antifa, or what did they call them? That they were the one that did all of those. But now, when these people are being caught, now, didn't we see that they are Trump supporters? Well, Democrats and the media have set up all this. Set up what? How? Only a fool speaks as you did. What really happened? Another frustrated and brainwashed bootlickers of Trump ranting. So when somebody was climbing the Capitol that day, it was a Democrat that said he should go and climb. Well, I bet if they wanted to assassinate Pence or any other person, they would have. Democrats should stop all this propaganda. It was just an unprotected protest that was hijacked by maybe the same Democrats. Maybe a similar thing that happened during Âśšâś. Okay, someone said, may you end like Âśšâś victim massacre and like disgraced Trump who's on his way to jail. Well, America will lose respect from other countries if they don't control the situation. Terrible, what a big surprise from United States of America. People, presidents all over the world are shocked you are no longer respected. So guys, let's hear your opinion in the comment section. Thank you.